So this is a follow-up on the blog post that I've just done, talking about the course management and how you're going to split differences. I'm taking the 3-club challenge with my putter. It's 4. I think Trackman will auto putt me out for most of it. So my club selection is going to be a 3-iron, 7-iron and a gap wedge, and you'll understand why in a minute. I'm playing Wentworth, West Course, front 9. I don't expect to shoot super low numbers today because obviously I'm disadvantaged where I'm not taking driver or 3-wood, but the point of the exercise is to try and use the splitting the difference idea when I'm approaching shots into targets. So bottom right hand corner of the screen, 211 yards to my target, which will leave me 140, which means I can hit a nice easy 7-iron down there and leave myself with a simple gap, and I'll continue to do that for the front 9. Alright, so first shot of the day. I played off the front tees, not the ladies' tees, but just the normal members' tees. Of course, I was only playing 6,500 yards. A couple of practice swings. Get the body moving. Not thinking too much about technique, just letting the thing flow. Let's see how good I can do. That'll do. Down the center. Right on my number. Beautiful. Alright. So a nice simple one. Total 203. Let's just have a play with the position tab. Let's see if we want to get down there. I'm going to say about 160 for my 7-iron. It's probably about right. Now naturally, I think from this distance, I'd probably be able to take I'd probably be able to take 3-wood, maybe 5-wood, and get it somewhere up there. But as you can tell, Wentworth's first hole, if you miss it short left, you are in the bunkers, and that is not a place you want to be. So let's play the nice, simple 7-iron layup. Oh, missed the rough. Oh. Alright, I'm in a bit of pudding there. Nonetheless, yeah, I left myself 93 yards spot on, which is exactly my gap wedge. Coming out of this kind of rough, going up the hill. Now, middle of the green's always safe. Too many flag hunters out there. Let's just play a nice, good, solid wedge shot all the way up that green. Yeah, 8 yards up, so 99, 100, sorry, 101, 99. That'll be good. There you go. 3 unconventional shots. Obviously the 3-iron off the tee. It's not normal, everyone's going to be jumping on their driver, aren't they? So, here we go. Next hole, are they going to putt me out? 2 putts for par. We're winning. Alright, second hole. 135. Now I've got the problem that I actually don't have the correct club, so what am I going to do? Pins at the back, I've got a bunker at the front. I know those 2 bunkers, you definitely don't want to go in those 2 either. So I know I can't hit gap wedge and get on the green, but I could well hit gap wedge short of the green and then work on my pitching, or I could hit 7-iron and try and dolly it in there and maybe... I'd have to take quite a lot off my 7-iron. So I actually think the shot is going to be gap wedge. Yeah. Again, this is not the most conventional way of playing it, but you need to play to the strengths in your bag. Oh no, that could be in the trap. Okay, a little bit of a tug. Now I'm going to adjust myself. Yeah, 103, 32 yards left. I'm going to change up the grip on my club here. I'm going to go down the grip a little bit, open the club face up. I play a nice little precious 32-yard flop shot. So all I got to do is hit it about 25 yards and I'll be fine. So I'm going to make sure that I'm coming out of this inverted commas rough. down off that slope. There we go. Just a little too long. Carried it 32, should have carried it 25 like I said. Is it going to 2-putt me out for a bogey? Alright, I'm 1 over. Number 3. She's a monster, so this could well be 2 good 3-irons to get up to the green and then a chip up. Let's get it close. Remember the whole point of this exercise, I'm playing it off the tees that most amateurs would play off. So I'm hitting my 3-iron just as far as most people drivers. So I'm playing the same sort of level of golf, so to speak, you know. Alright, big 3-iron coming up. Send this one down the middle left. Yeah, that'll do. Nice. So didn't catch it. She came out a bit like, no, don't like that number. Got to get it further up there. So we have got an absolute bomb of a shot coming up. 230. Alright. At the flag's probably not a bad place to just go. Maybe just leave it in the door on the right hand side of the green. Go. All right. Again, a nice carry, 184, 198. She's not being very kind, this Trackman. Right, what do we have left? 30 yards, front pin. Again, around a 25-yarder. And this exercise is where your wedge game will become highlighted as to whether or not you're good enough at it. I'm going to play a low bump and run into the front edge of the green. Oh, it's too much, I think. Oh, can't get the distance in the range. I'll play. Again, on the green in 2-3. 2-putt me out. There you go, 2 over par. Playing to the same level as, say, let's say a 10 handicapper, 12 handicapper right now in terms of score. Could you just check if I'm actually in the picture? Thanks. Oh, wrong club. Yeah? Nice. Hole number 4, the par 5. Again, a 227 layup down the bottom there, which will leave me another 3-iron. So I know it's 3-iron, 3-iron, and then another wedge. There it is. Good high one. Go on, fly. He's taking advantage of the slope as well, just letting it run down there. Yeah, there you go. 220, beautiful. 220. Again, I know I'm hitting 3-iron, I've got a par 5 in front of me. This is what I'm talking about, splitting the differences. Most people would be hitting 3-wood, getting themselves in all sorts of trouble down the bottom there. Instead of a 260, split the difference 50-50. It's an easy 9-iron, isn't it? 9-iron, 9-iron onto the green. It's very much less complicated golf. I've got to travel over that second section. I should get down there. Be aiming down that right side for that right bunker. And I know I'm more than likely coming up short. Oh, it's a good one. Go on. Oh, it's turning a little bit. Hold it. We're in the trap. Never mind. We're in the trap. That was a good one. 222 down the hill. Alright. Still got there in 2 with 2 3-irons. Again, another 31-yarder. Grid's telling me I've got to go out to the right-hand side a little bit. And use the slope. I know this is probably a bit more of a duffer and runner, I reckon. Oh, just a tug. Sit. Oh, I'm going to be chipping. I struggle a little bit with the distance control. It's not, in the virtual sense of things, it doesn't really equate nicely. Okay, so we're going left to right here down the hill. Much would have preferred to have a putt, but just a bump and run, yeah, 14 yards, 2 inches down the hill. Not a lot going on. There you go. Stop now. Ah. Got the greens, I think, on an 11 stimp, so playing very realistic for Wentworth. Give me a one putt, please. One putt. Oh. Still playing to a good, like I said, 10-15 handicap per average. Oh, we got the short par 3 now. Beautiful. 160. Just a solid 7-iron into the middle of the green and let that big slope just carry it down to the flag. Tugged it again. Oh no, I'm in the bunker. Oh, made hard work there. I made hard work of that with the club that should just easily be on the middle of the green. So, this is a standard problem now. That wasn't a bad course management problem. That was just bad swing problem. Get another 38 yarder. I've got to feel this better out of a trap, haven't I? Not my best. We're getting closer. But on the green at 2. I guess another 2 putt for bogey and keeping on. 2 putt for bogey. Alright, 342, hole 6. Now I'm actually sitting right in my perfect number for. I'm actually going to take something off this 3-iron. I'm going to finish up short of the second bunker right up there. I'm not going to change anything fancy with my swing. I'm just going to choke down on the grip a little bit. I get what they would like to call this a little stinger, I reckon. That's it, just run through that gap. Oh, just make it over. Leave myself. See what we got. Let's see what we got. 132 yards. So I'm going to have to manipulate my 7-iron now. This is where it gets obviously tricky. I don't want to hit wedge short of the green. But again, I'm going to go down my grip and manage the shot better. And now I've got, I can just basically run this between those 2 traps. So ball's obviously a little bit further back. I'm not trying to get too technical at this point. And that will play nicely. Oh, sit. Dug off the back. Oh, now I've got a chip. That was close. That was so close. Right, that's a busy green. It's obviously left to right and maybe a little bit down here. No, left to right. So just a little pop and run. Let's get it close to the hole, make an easy par. Oh, easy tap in, hopefully. Come on, tap me in. Yeah, all right. Hole number 7, such a good hole on Wentworth as well. You've got to really get it into that layup area short of the bridge. Nice long one. Only 380 actually. It's a nice little hole. This is from this back pin. 242 down to the bridge, so I know safely I can hit a nice 3-iron. Just keep it centered. Nothing fancy again. Play to the strengths. Go into the downslope, bounces forward. Happy days, left a perfect angle. Now I'm hoping I've got enough club here with the gap wedge to be able to get it up to the green. Left myself 123 up the hill, 15 foot up the hill. So this is going to be an irresponsible wedge. I'm going to try and hit this as hard as I can to get it over that first trap. So I say an irresponsible wedge. I know I can do it. I'd much prefer my pitching wedge, but hey ho. Oh, big and high. It's too high. Nah, it's okay. Yeah, just over spinning the ball here. There we go. Little bit. Way too much spin. 8,000 RPM. Chipping straight up into the slope again. 26 yarder. Work the ball down with the wedge. I really should have gone 7-iron to be fair. Maybe I made an error there. Yes, spinny, cheesy. One putt, come on. One putt. Another putt. Another tough 8th. Ernie put some water in here. We didn't add the water. He just made it bigger and wider. Again, perfect. 388. It sits bang into that 210, 220. Range for a decent 3-iron, or in your case, most of you guys watching, a 3-wood or a half good driver. 225 should leave me 144. So theoretically, I'm actually going to go down the club on my 3-iron and try and get it to finish up at around 210 again. That's under the wind, quite. Come up short of the little crop there. Come up short. Yeah, nice. Nice, brilliant. Okay. Got 141 into the green. Just got to hit a solid 7-iron really. Nothing fancy. The pin's at the front, so I know I've got more space behind the flag, so should have plenty of room. I'm going to try and lift this one up a little higher as well. I think that might need to go. Sit. Oh, that was pretty good. I'll take that one. Give us a 1 putt for a birdie. Carried at 143. Just missed the pin. Numbers are good. Give us a 1 putt, please. 2 putt for par. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Last hole, the 9th. Normally you're absolutely banging driver. Trying to carry those bunkers on the left, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 260 to that bunker on the left. So I know I'm coming up short. I've got the freedom in my mind that I know I'm short of those bunkers, so I can just hit a good solid 3-iron. Let's try and get this, what's the wind doing, into us a little bit as well. So again, got to work this down a little bit. Oh, little thin. Straight. Hit the ground running. Go on. Not my best. Not my best at all. But hey, not all of us play our best when we have all the clubs in our bags. 190, leaving me 240. So another 210 yarder, if it comes out, there's going to leave me that like 30-40 yard wedge shot. So again, I'm just playing consistently to the strengths and the numbers in the bag. It really does make golf a little bit more simple. So another good 3-iron and we're safe. Oh, I nailed it, I think. Nailed that one. Into the bowl. Very good. There you go, 38 yards. Into downhill. So I've got to land this again. 38 yards pin. I want to try and get this to stop pretty quick. We want lots of spin. Grab it. There we go. Let's get the one putt. Give us a one putt. Yeah! So total score for the 9 holes with 3 clubs, I shot 4 over par. The only mistake I probably made is on hole number 2, where I've hit the wedge off the tee instead of actually going maybe a half chippy 7-iron. I try to do it a little bit different. I know that over the back of that green it's a terrible position. However, the point of the exercise is to actually show and teach people actually the course management. Sometimes having 13 clubs to hit is problematic. It's too much choice. 3 clubs, you've got no choice. And you very quickly learn, okay, if my 3-iron's going 180 and my 7-iron's going 140, I can work those 2 numbers around the golf course and make sure that my wedge game's strong. Now, if you noticed in the last shot there, a couple of the wedge shots, I can control the ball very well. I've probably spent a lot more time hitting wedges in the last 10 years to really get that part of my game stronger. And there's no reason as a 15 to 10 handicapper why you shouldn't be doing the same. So a lot of focus on hitting the ball long. But I think this proves that as long as you hit it half decent, you'll be able to score. 4 over is not a bad score around the front 9 at Wentworth. Yeah. Obviously, I'd like my whole set of clubs, and I'd probably get it down. Maybe I'll do another video for that as well. So wedge shots, you've got to work on your wedge shots, learn how to control that distance to make it just a little bit easier. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something. Come down to the Pro Shot Golf Club in Stacey Bushes. Have a go. Let's have a lesson. Let's get you thinking proper golf. Peace.